There are no frames with phrases, only expansion maps. Patience is not waiting, it's preparation. Chaos does not disorient them, it energizes them, because they see opportunities where others only perceive problems. Money is not the end, it's flow, a current that they direct towards the materialization of impossible visions. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments, because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. The clock in his room has no hands, because in his world time is mental. Their thoughts are not private, they are prototypes, drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. Their mistakes are not weaknesses, they are investments in wisdom, because every paid failure becomes refined instinct. Pressure does not break them, it strengthens them, like metal that is tempered under conditions that would destroy ordinary materials. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Their networks are not contacts, they are extensions of their ability to impact multiplied by brilliant minds. The private jet is not a luxury, it's high-level logistics. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because every small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. They don't collect objects, they collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. His way of looking disarms speeches, because every feeling is data about the state of the world. Gratitude is not a feeling, it's recognition that every success was possible thanks to systems that others do not see. Their routines are not repetitions, they are refinements, because each day they optimize systems that others don't even know exist. Their systems are not methods, they are philosophies. Confidence is not a feeling, it's calculation based on probabilities that they process faster than computers. Quality is not an option, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. Intuition is not luck, it's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect. The wind on his terrace sounds different. The way he listens makes others reveal more than they intended, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. Their signatures don't adorn contracts, they sculpt futures, and each stroke redefines what it means to be inevitable. Patience is not passivity, it's preparation, because they know that the perfect opportunity requires perfect preparation. Power is not strength, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others spontaneously make the right decisions. Their mistakes are not failures, they are data that refine mental algorithms that others would take decades to develop. Change is not disruption, it's opportunity, because they see in each transformation the possibility of redefining entire industries. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Each person around him is part of a bigger move. The sound of his shoes marks the rhythm of a global strategy. His conversations have no preambles. Every word was thought of before the interlocutor finishes speaking. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because only those who master complexity can create elegant solutions. Each meal has a protocol, but it does not lose flavor. Power is not possession, it's responsibility, because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Loneliness is not a price they pay, It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. He does not publish his life is commented on in low voices among elites. Money is not the objective, it's oxygen. The cities he travels to have already been studied beforehand. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are constructions, because each partnership builds unique possibilities. Their libraries do not hold books, they hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. The technology he uses is not yet on the market. Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. In his calendar, there are names, not hours. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. Their routines are not repetitions, they are refinements, because every day they optimize systems that others don't even know exist. Money is not a goal, it's a tool, and like any tool, its value lies in the mastery with which it is used. Discipline is not restriction, it's freedom, because the right habits eliminate the need to make exhausting decisions. Their meetings do not have agendas, they have results, because they know that clarity of purpose eliminates the need for protocols. The conferences he attends are private and without microphones. Their words do not fill spaces, they create realities, because they understand that language is the most powerful tool of construction. Versatility is not adaptation, it's evolution, because they change form without losing essence or direction. Memory doesn't store names, it stores patterns, because they recognize opportunities that others confuse with coincidences. The restaurant he frequents does not appear on Google Maps. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. Leadership is not position, it's influence, the ability to make others see possibilities where they once saw limits. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, because every obstacle reveals exactly what they need to strengthen. Deeper. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. He doesn't walk fast because time runs at his pace. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Knowledge is not accumulation, it's transformation, because they know that information without action is lost potential. His windows do not show views, they show domains. Each button on his shirt costs more than an average rent. The file he keeps in his briefcase weighs more than an ingot. The lowlights do not relax him, they activate him. Their decisions are not impulses, they are conclusions, results of analysis that others would take months to complete. Speed is not haste, it's efficiency, because they have eliminated everything that does not directly contribute to the goal. The car he drives does not make noise, but it clears the way. Competition does not worry them, they study it, because they understand that rivals are masters in disguise. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. Fatigue is not physical. It's the weight of knowing that their decisions today will determine how millions live tomorrow. The helicopter lands just as the contract is about to be signed. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. The phrases he repeats are internal keys, not motivational mantras. Discipline is not limitation, it's liberation. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments, because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. The carpet he walks on was hand-woven by someone who took years to master their craft. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. He does not need notifications, everything important is already planned. His desk is cleaner than the history of some banks. Power is not domination, it's magnetism. The ability to attract resources towards their vision without the need for persuasion. The present does not limit them, it propels them. The most important contract was signed without ink, only with a glance. Change is not interruption, It's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. Failure is not defeat, it's education, because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Their thoughts are not private. They are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. Failure does not define them. It refines them. He does not pay memberships. He is the one who authorizes others to have them. The phones he uses are not in stores. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. Each action is thought 3 moves ahead. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy. Because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. Because they use the current reality as a platform to leap into the impossible. Their words are not communication, they are construction. Because each phrase builds bridges towards shared realities. Because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource. And like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. People mark times on clocks, but his time is measured in market movements and decisions that cannot wait. Time is not money, it's opportunity. And every second invested correctly generates exponential returns. His presence in the room changes the air, making it tense and respectful. Watches do not mark hours, they mark commitments with key people. Improvised meetings do not exist in his world. The lights in his residence do not illuminate, they highlight authority. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because they extract maximum value from minimal elements and resources. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. Their alliances are not conveniences. They are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. The cold marble under his feet is the same from where empires are built. It's an opportunity in disguise, because they know that the greatest security lies in the ability to create options. Abundance is not a coincidence. It's a consequence of decisions they made when others chose comfort. Silence is not emptiness. It's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. Knowledge is not power, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep separate. The value of his time is not measured in money, it's measured in access. Control is not domination, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others make the right decisions. The signatures he collects are not autographs, they are alliances. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. Because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. Their thoughts are not casual, they are intentional. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. His library is not full of books, it's loaded with bound strategies. Innovation is not creativity, it's necessity, because they see problems that others don't yet know they have. Each letter sent has a calculated destination and a hidden objective. The doors he opens do not have standard locks. Their alliances are not partnerships, they are multipliers, because each correct association exponentially amplifies the impact. Like pressure that turns coal into diamonds under extreme conditions.